Welcome to the Cycle Frontier, the new PvPvE tactical shooter you've been begging for, where you play as a prospector in a futuristic world trying to loot then extract, while also trying to survive alien creatures as well as other players. This game is so jam-packed full of refreshing and enjoyable content, it's hard to believe that it's free to play. Yeah, free to play. Though it is currently in a closed beta, so in today's video, I will quickly inform you of everything you need to know about the cycle, what raids look like, loot, PvP and PvE aspects, crafting, how you can attempt to get access, and of course, why it's being called the Tarkov killer. Let's get to it.
Player 2 has entered the game.
Now, if the cycle news, gameplay, and tips butters your biscuit, consider subscribing. I'm one of the few content creators with access currently covering the game, so I'll take real good care of you, baby boy. Now, this video is also timestamped for your convenience, so feel free to hop around to whatever section you want. Now, let's start off with what the Cycle Frontier is. The Cycle is a PvPvE tactical shooter instanced-based game. The instance is open for 6 real-world hours and can hold up to 20 players at a time. It is essentially the same concept as Escape from Tarkov, where your objective is to drop in, loot, kill other players and take their loot, and extract with your new goodies, and then use what you gain to upgrade your character's quarters, level up, complete tasks, and to improve your reputation with the factions, as well as gain access to better high-end gear. One of the better features that sets this game apart from other TAC shooters like Tarkov is that you don't have to wait for other players to enter the raid. You select the instance and hop in within seconds, which is incredible and super refreshing, especially coming from a game in this genre where it's literally the fastest load time I've seen for a multiplayer game in a long time. Once you land, you can explore, loot, hunt other players, and really do what you want for as long as you want, whilst other players will come and go as they please as well. When the 6-hour window gets down to 30 minutes, you will get a notification to head to an extract, so that you don't get left behind. Now, the bigger the bags you obtain, the longer you're going to find yourself on the planet, adding to your inventory. Now, it's not just all fun and games. In the beginning, you probably won't want to hang around on the planet very long, as if you're killed in action or miss the extraction, wow, those rhyme, you lose everything. All your weapons, armor, or anything else in your inventory, and that's what the appeal of a game like this is. It's a true risk for reward system that really makes you think about your strategy rather than just run around and kill everything like in a battle royale. Now, for the PvE, there are mobs in game with plenty of different attacks, spawn locations, and weak points. Simple to kill enemies like the Striders, all the way up to Big Bertha that will take quite a bit of firepower to take down. For the PvP, you can hop into squads of up to 3 players, and as I mentioned earlier, there will be up to 20 players in a raid at any given time, so there's always the likelihood of running into some PvP combat. Now, the movement is a little slow, slower than what you're probably used to if you're coming over from a game like Apex or Warzone, but this type of game, it works out really well, as there's less third-party fights. You may run into a solo player or a squad, but it's not likely that you're going to run into more than one group at a time. Now, while I mentioned earlier that if you die on the planet you lose everything, that isn't entirely true. There are 3 slots that you begin the game with called safe pockets at the top of your inventory. Within these, you can hold 3 items of up to 10 pounds total. The safe pockets can be upgraded to hold more as you progress through the game, but the items are completely safe from a death or a missed extraction. This is where you should store your most important or expensive items during a drop, so that you don't have to worry about losing them. There's also an insurance system that if you toggle on, you will pay a small price to gain a fraction of what each of the insured items are worth in crypto marks at the trader, which is the in-game currency. There's also a player hub known as the Station, where you can find the crafting workbench, your character's quarters, a quick shop, as well as 3 factions, all of which play important parts in your day-to-day gameplay, so we'll do a quick overview of each. For factions, there are 3 that are going to have separate tasks that you can complete within a drop. A common one you see is to seek out and mine for different rare minerals. Using a mineral scanner, you can hunt whatever you're looking for and then return them to the applicable faction to gain XP, in-game currency, as well as reputation with that faction. Increasing your faction reputation is going to give you access to more weapons and gear as you progress through the levels. The Quick Shop is a central trader within the station where you can replenish basic items to use within a raid, such as standard weapons, ammo, medical items, and tools like the mineral scanner. The Crafting Workbench is an integral part of the station where you can craft valuable weapons, consumables, armor, utilities, weapons, and attachments. You will need resources to do so that you will find in drops, and possibly crypto marks for the higher tiered items. Now, crafting does take time, as every item you craft will have a timer till it's completed, and some even last a few hours. But this is just another way that the cycle shines. There's many different resource types and categories that will have different uses at the station, which segues us right into quarters. This is your character's living space, and it has 2 benches that are imperative. The upgrade bench, which has 3 trees you can level up, the workbench for crafting, your inventory, and generators. The generator is actually the second bench in your room. Any upgrades you make to it will generate rewards or perks you gain every so many hours on a timer. The station also functions as a sort of lobby, as you're going to see many other players roaming around that you can choose to interact with or add as a friend in the game. Overall, I actually appreciate the effort they put into the station. It gives a much more immersive feel to item management, crafting, factions, trading, and your quarters than just having all these things be in some basic menu UI. Now, if all this sounds great and you actually want to play, as I said before, this is a closed beta, so there are 2 methods currently to receiving a key. You can hop onto the Cycle's website and request access, fairly simple to do, or you can hop into a stream of a Cycle content creator, as many of us are being given several closed beta keys to give away to our communities. Link for my channel is in the description below for you to come by and get a key once mine gets sent out. Now, will the Cycle Frontier kill Tarkov? I think a game like this that's in the same genre, much easier to learn with simpler game mechanics while still having plenty to do with several different ways to loot, kill, and progress, not to mention the fastest load game times I have seen, it has a good chance of stealing a good portion of the Tarkov community and many other similar games followers. Add that with the several Tarkov streamers that have already started streaming in this beta and pestily glorifying it, we'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, then check out more videos coming up right now.